Do this. 3, 2, 1. All right, Charles. You mentioned earlier about. I'm calling you Charles because we're on first name basis.
Hey,
but you,
that's who I am. That's who I
but
am.
the one thing that I've noticed in watching your career progress along, you did things people said you wouldn't be able to do or you wouldn't be allowed to do just because of what's in front of you,
Right.
and that wall was sitting there. And your objective was, I'm going to be breaking that wall down brick by brick.
Correct.
That process now is at a point to where is everybody, all the schools receptive to what you've been talking about over the years? Are they receptive now?
Absolutely, and I think it makes it easier because I was one of them. I was in the trenches with all of the athletic directors. I knew the majority of the presidents. So as we try to move the conference forward, the only way that we're going to move forward is on a cohesive basis. And we have 100% from all 10 member institutions. And when you start talking about some of the things that we're doing, like going from 7 games to 8 games and be able to increase the overall strength of our conference, you need the member institutions to buy into that vision. And there are some additional things that we're going to do. But again, the proof is in the pudding. We've seen our ranking move up to where we're now ranked 9th in FCS. And that's going to benefit all member institutions. It's going to benefit us when we go out and try to get game guarantees, because now we're a better school, we're a better conference, you have to pay us. It's going to help us with television, it's going to help us with sponsorship. So again, when you're in the trenches and we listen to the member institutions, we hear what their plight is. We know what their plight is because we was in the trenches, with them. So it's been a remarkable run. We have a lot more work to do. It's not going to be an easy process, but as you stated, we're going to take that systematic approach and do things that they said, couldn't be done, and we're going to continue to work.
The one thing that was a big question mark, and everybody was kind of leery until it actually happened. You hosted the championship on campus. When folks realized that was about to happen, it was still a question mark. Then when they looked up, game day, all the people that showed up from throughout the conference to look and see, oh my God, this is really happening.
Right. Well, the biggest decision that I had to make as a commissioner, and I was really just trying not to be fired, right? So I start September 1st. We talked about it. I didn't even learn that, we had those issues until maybe mid-October. So the contract wasn't signed with Legion Field. We didn't want to share with UAB, so the only logical choice was to move it. But how do we portray that? I was trying not to look like an idiot, and I thank Alcorn State University, and I also thank Earl Jemison, because we sit him down, we asked him to look at the flow, look at the plan, and make sure that we can get in and out of Alcorn, make sure it's going to be a good environment for everybody that wants to attend. I saw Prairie View people there, I saw Texas Southern people there, I saw Grambling people there, I saw Valley people there. So it was truly a SWAC championship, and we allowed the member institutions to keep the money. So we started talking about innovative ways of getting money back to the member institutions. And like we said, right now, this year, there's $1.3 million on the line for the SWAC football champion. So it tells me that the athletic directors and these coaches are having some different conversations in the back room, because there's a lot of money on the line.
And the presidents and the ADs are a lot more receptive to listening now to what's going on around them, and they can actually say, wow, we've missed out on a lot, and now we need to step up.
Well, I think the biggest thing that I've seen personally from the presidents is kind of a sigh and a deep breath, saying, okay, we think we're going to be in good hands, and not guarded all the time about the decisions that I make. And being able to pull off that championship game really allowed them to take that deep breath. And then 6 months later, to be able to show them the financials to show that we went from deficit spending to having a surplus in our budget to where we're going to be able to distribute back to them. So they have I would like to think, a greater level of confidence in the decisions that we're going to make and the things that we're doing. And again, all 10 have been extremely wonderful to work for. You got to be careful when you have 10 bosses, right? I have 10 of the greatest bosses, and I'm just privileged to be able to work for each and every one of them.
Somebody was just in my ear, so let me make this quick. Is there anything else that I missed that the folks that has transpired since from Media Day up to this first week, as far as what's going on in the SWAC and people need to be aware of, put things on the calendar?
Well, we've added a couple of sponsors. You can go out and check them out on our website. I think we'll announce CityJet as one of our sponsors, and we've had an overwhelming response. from our member institutions to be able to get charter airlines at a discounted rate and be able to fly first class so the student athletes can get the same experience that they get at the larger institutions, but also get back for class time. And we're going to continue to work, bring sponsorships, continue to work on our television packages, continue to work on our digital and social media platforms, and continue to work for the member institutions so we can give them the resources back so they can be successful.
All right, Commissioner, SWAC Commissioner, Charles McClelland, I want to thank you for your time.
Anytime, sounds good to me.